What's going on, everyone? So today we're going to take a look at LKCO Luokung Technology stock. And it's been a minute since I made a video about them, but there has been some new updates in the news, and there's also some dates regarding the status of LKCO that are coming up very soon. So I figured I'd just make a little update video, but looking at the chart right now, it's not looking the prettiest. And just remember, this video is for entertainment purposes only. This is not financial advice. Be sure to do research before making any investments. And LKCO is a super speculative stock as well. Super high risk depending on what happens. So definitely stay tuned. I'll show you guys some updates and some things I found. And if you have no idea what LKCO is, don't worry. I'll give you like a brief summary on what it is throughout this video. But first off, let's just take a look at the chart right now. So for the most part, it's fairly the same. There's not much happening besides the fact that it has been downtrending for a couple days right now. We did dip below the 50 MA, and so far we were not able to break out. But let's just look at historically in case you guys first time seeing this. Pretty much LKCO reached this insane high up here of $3. It looks like $3.85, give or take. Massive sell-off since then. Did see another spike again, and we hit 223, and now pretty much since then we've just been trending below the 50 MA. And if you were to zoom, I'm using the 1 hour chart, by the way, so it's super short term. Like, look at this from pretty much around the March 19th, give or take, and currently today, which is April 15th. So it's like a couple weeks or so. But look at this right here. We did dip below, so currently looks like we are trending downwards, and we try to test and break out of the 50 MA here. And it looks like we weren't able to get out of that price point, which is basically at like the 150 even. And then this below again, touches it, does it again, touches it again, and just still, we're basically forming lower highs. So pretty much we had the high point here, lower, lower, lower. And it looks like we do have another red candlestick forming right here. So in terms of LKCO right now, is not looking, I'd say, the most bullish. And I mean, just to give it some, I'd say, leeway, the overall market today is actually not doing quite well either. So if you've seen other companies, a lot of them are taking massive hits. So in terms of the overall market, is not the best for the day. But I think in LKCO's side of things, there's a lot of factors that heavily impact the future of this actual company, because in a couple weeks from now, depending on the status with the DoD and what they think, whether LKCO is a Chinese military company or not, will drastically impact this price. But just looking at it short term, we still have pretty much, at least based off what I found, we have a couple days for some updates. But then pretty much once it gets closer to the May area, which a lot of you, if you've been following, know that's basically the last, I'd say, week or so at that point to give a confirmation yes or no, right? And I mean, unless they extend it, because again, they did extend it previously, if you guys have been following it for a while, and pretty much we can see the spike in price. But for the most part right now, there's really nothing I can say in terms of news wise today that would say reverse the price and start trending upwards, right? But the most important thing is whether or not you can actually continue to trade LKCO in the next few months, right? But at least right now we can see it is starting to increase. We can see if we go closer, most likely we can, let's go like the 3-minute chart maybe. We can see, yeah, it's at 107 right now. But yeah, it's kind of super small right now, so I won't worry too much about the 3-minute chart. I'll go back to, actually I look at the 4-hour chart because it's much easier to look at what's going on. But pretty much right here, we can see the R side pretty much towards the oversold territory. So for the most part, it seems like if there were good news, we could see this reverse. But let's just look at some good news right now, guys. So first off, this was the other day. Luokung regains compliance with the Nasdaq's minimum bid price requirement. So pretty much the actual company had the letter noted as of April 8th, 2020, that they evidence a closing bid price of its ordinary shares at greater than the $1 price per share, and they had that minimum requirement for the last 20 consecutive business days, from March 11th to pretty much April 8th. So basically, they managed to pull that off, and then you can see the chart. Looking back here, pretty much, we did reach below the like 70 cents mark, but ever since then, pretty much, it maintained above 1, and then now we're here. So based off this article, guys, so here, this just gives an about LKCO. But if you're watching this, I would guess you have some sort of an idea. If you don't, feel free to pause this. And basically, the short summary is they do a lot of things with data, big data. And there's a lot of other more complex stuffs like IoT of things and all that, but I'm not gonna mess around with that too much because I've talked about it before already. And you can check out the website if you want to see that stuff. But let's look at some stuff regarding the dates, guys. So first off, here is pretty much like a quick I'd say summary or whatnot. And I figured I'd share this first because it's literally going to happen in like a day or so, assuming that this information is correct. And feel free to research yourself because again, these are just Reddit posts. So if the information might be inaccurate or they updated it, then obviously that would change. But pretty much they state that they have to file their opposition on or before April 16th. And pretty much you can see here that this is like linked to this link right here where you guys can check out more details. But pretty much they have the preliminary injunction on before April 2nd, and the defendants shall file their opposition on or before April 16th. The plaintiffs shall file their reply on or before April 23rd, and if so further ordered, the oral agreement will be held on May 3rd, 2021 at 11 a.m. So this is basically what this Reddit post is saying. But now let me just give you a quick summary, guys, because in case people have no idea what's going on. Basically, here's what happened. So the DoD accused LKCO that basically it's the Chinese government doing services in China. And this guy's kind of like paraphrasing his own words, but just think like Chinese military company. And there's a lot of other companies out there that the U.S. put on like their like banned list. Xiaomi was actually one of the cell phone companies, but apparently from my knowledge, it actually got relisted, like it didn't have a ban. But another thing is also it states that they work together with state-owned enterprises in China and also works with other CCMC classified companies. Now here is their rebuttal, basically stating that one is the classification of the full name LKCO was wrong, and they said Luokung Technology Corporation when it's actually Luokung Technology Corp. So that was like a name thing. I don't know if that's just like a mistake or maybe I'm not sure exactly what the details behind this was. And then also they state that the definitions of a CCMC is vague and not specific. Reaffirms that there's no way affiliated nor controlled by the government, and they provide proof that it's unfair by basically targeting LKCO while proving other similar stocks are listed on the two exchanges. And they have this person list these examples. I don't know this one, so feel free to comment below if you know anything about this company. I can't really give much details regarding this one right here. And also they say provide the argument that LKCO is the only listed on NASDAQ and no other exchanges, and they say the listing will affect U.S. shareholders, which yeah, it would. That would definitely impact the U.S. shareholders because of that. Because a lot of people that at least from my overall thought, it seems like a lot of people from the U.S. have some sort of stake in LKCO. So yeah, it would affect your own country's people if that were to happen. But again, like we don't have control on that stuff. Now this person just gives their opinion on pretty much what they think, and they have suspicious, right? He's saying like, yeah, it can be suspicious, right? It is a Chinese company, but he does say that unless he can provide substantial evidence that they're fully affiliated with the PRC, then he thinks they should not delist. But again, this person's opinion is his opinion, right? Unless this person has control over decisions and the evidence that they do, then in reality, that's really what you should be following. And he's just basically saying, in summary, they're innocent until proven guilty. But again, we won't know until we actually have official confirmation. So, but overall, let me know what are your thoughts on LKCO. Do you think that it's gonna do well and then next thing you know good news comes out, or do you think you're on the other side where you're like, man, maybe this is not the best move? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And also, if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more updates. I post about stocks and cryptos. Smash the like button. And one last thing, if you made it this far in the video and you want to get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850, then be sure to click the first link in the description below. Sign up for an account, and as long as you deposit a minimum of $100 or more, you'll be able to receive 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850. And aside from that, I'll see you in the next one.